that it would be okay. We said that it might be a man or a nervous child. Seeing this small piece of flesh that they weren't quite expecting. So I whispered and tiptoed with nervous discretion. But after 6 months of her life, sat sitting on lids, sipping on milk, nostrils sniffing on piss. Trying not to bang her head on toilet roll dispensers. I wonder whether these public loo feeds offend her. Because I'm getting tired of discretion and being polite as my baby's first sips are drenched in shite. Spent the first feeding months of her beautiful life, feeling nervous and awkward and wanting everything right. Surrounded by family till I stepped out of the house. It took me 8 weeks to get the courage to go into town, and the comments around me cut like a knife. As I rushed into toilet cubicles, feeling nothing like nice. Because I'm giving her milk that's not in a bottle. Which in the cocaine generation, white powder would topple. I see pyramid cells. Post-saturated their green globe. And female breast band, unless they're just for show. And the more I go out, the more I can't stand it. Walk into town full, I'm surrounded by bandits. Because in this country, billboards covered in tits. And family newsagent magazines full of it. W.H. Smith's top shelves out for men. Why don't you complain about them then? In this country, billboards covered in tits. And family newsagent magazines full of it. I'm getting embarrassed. In case a small flash of flesh might offend. And I'm not trying to parade it. I don't want to make a show. When I'm told it'd be better off staying at home, when another friend I know is thrown off a bus. And another mother told to get out of a pub. Even my grandma said that maybe I was sexing it up. And I'm sure the milk makers love all this fuss, all the cussing and worry and looks of disgust. Another mother turns from nipples to powder, ashamed and embarrassed by the comments around her. And I hold her head up and pull my cardi across. She sips on that liquor made from everyone's God. I mean, for God's sake, Jesus drank it. So did Siddhartha, Muhammad and Buddha, and both of their fathers, Ganesh and Shiva and Buddha. And I'm sure they weren't doing it, sniffing on piss as their mothers sat embarrassed, sitting on cold toilet lids. In a country of billboards covered in tits. In a country of red cut tops, cleavage out for show. In a country of coloured bags and recycling bins. As I desperately try to take all of this in, I hold her head up. I can't get my head round the anger towards us. Not to the sound of lorries offloading formula milk. into countries dripping in filth. In towns where breasts are oasis of life, now dried off, in their 2-for-1 offers, enticed by labels and gold standard rights. Claiming that breast milk is healthier, powdered and white. Packaged, marketed and branded and sold at a price. But nothing is free in this money-fueled life. Which is fine if you need it or prefer to use bottles where water is clean and bacteria boils. But in towns where they drown on pollution and sewage, bottle kids die and they know that they do it. In towns where pennies are savoured like sweets, we're not paying for one thing that's always been free. In towns empty of hospital beds. Diarrhea fueled by breast milk would end. So no more will I sit on these cold toilet lids. No matter how embarrassed I feel as she sips. In this country of billboards, covered in tits, I think we should try to get used to this. That is Embarrassed by Hollie Mcnush. Food for thought, huh?